India's growing interest in the Eurofighter Typhoon stems from a complex mix of defense modernization needs, the limitations encountered in the Rafale deal, and the evolving but often fraught geopolitical dynamics with European nations. However, as New Delhi contemplates another major fighter jet purchase in 2025, caution must prevail. Europe's relationship with India is pragmatic but not always friendly, and strategic autonomy will remain vital in defense procurement decisions. The Indian Air Force, or IAF, faces a deep fighter aircraft shortfall, operating only 31 squadrons against an authorized requirement of 42, even as China and Pakistan expand their tactical air power. India's old fleet consists mostly of Russian and Soviet-origin jets, and efforts to ramp up indigenous fighters like the Tejas are bottlenecked by delays and engine problems. The 2025 tender for 114 multi-role fighters signals an urgent modernization effort, aiming for advanced technology and cost-competitive offers from global manufacturers such as Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Dassault, Saab, Russia's United Aircraft Corporation, and the renewed contender, the European Eurofighter Consortium. Why Eurofighter is back on India's radar. The Eurofighter Typhoon, a product of a multinational European partnership, was first offered to India during the previous multi-role fighter contest. Despite a cheaper unit cost than the Rafale and promises of technology transfer, India in 2016 chose Dassault's Rafale instead. The calculation then hinged on France's openness to customizing the Rafale, including nuclear-capable integration. Historical trust. India's prior success with French Mirage jets underpinned the choice. The Eurofighter Consortium required consensus from 4 nations for critical upgrades, such as nuclear payload, raising red flags about operational flexibility during crises. Now, the context is shifting. The Eurofighter Consortium promises cutting-edge avionics, local production lines, and new partnerships. Crucially, this bid seeks to assuage earlier concerns about speed and customization. Why India must be cautious with Europe. India's turn towards Europe for defense acquisition is pragmatic but fraught. Several risks and complications demand vigilance. European defense partnerships are, really multi-layered, with no single unified interlocutor. The Eurofighter deal would necessarily involve consensus among the United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, and Spain. In wartime or, say, an urgent crisis, such bureaucratic hurdles could constrain India's ability to deploy or upgrade these jets quickly, especially for nuclear or specialized missions. Conditionality. Well, recent strains have surfaced between India and European capitals regarding Russia. Brussels has threatened sanctions against Indian entities for alleged links to Moscow's military ecosystem, raising concerns about reliability as a defense partner. European nations are also, wary of India's strategic autonomy. Its unpredictable tilt towards Russia and China creates skepticism in Brussels about deeper military-industrial ties. While Europeans now pledge full technology transfer and local manufacturing, past experiences suggest, a bit of caution. For India, one-off deals rarely bring sustained benefits without robust, enforceable commitments to industrial participation and domestic capability building. European nations sometimes attach strings to technology transfer, especially if geopolitical tensions flare or domestic laws change. India's relations with Europe oscillate between ambition and ambiguity. For example, the European Union has recently shifted focus to deeper strategic partnerships amidst United States-India trade tensions and an uncertain Russia relationship. Despite polished summits, expertise and understanding between India and Europe still lag, resulting in fragile trust and, honestly, a risk of stagnation rather than dynamic growth. European capitals have shown unease over India's participation in Russian military exercises and hesitate to give deep defense access, fearing technology leakage or alignment shifts. India must weigh several factors before finalizing a Eurofighter acquisition. First, multi-nation European deals can encumber crisis decision-making, Indian planners must push for end-use flexibility, rapid customization, and maintenance sovereignty. Second, the offset clauses and technology transfer must be concrete, enforceable, and extensive. India's push for Make in India demands not just assembly, but deep capability building for future upgrades and exports. Third, Europe's alignment can shift with internal policy, great power competition, or changing threat perceptions. India should avoid exclusive dependence on any one bloc, opting instead for a diversified fleet with a domestic backbone and multiple partners. Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you found the video insightful, hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.